All right, in this section we're doing more, so, ka, to, uh. But in this section we're only dealing with the so and the ka. All right, so we want to find sine of r, and they want us to find the sine of s. Well, I can do that. Sine of r, well, s is going to be O over h. So if we're dealing with this angle here, or if we're dealing with this angle here. So here we're dealing with r. So when we talk about r, we have O and h. So 15 over 25. And the s is going to be 20 over 25, because that's the OH for so. So we have 20 over 25. Excellent. Now let's go down here. They want us to find the cosine of A and the cosine of B. So we've got the cosine of A right here equals, well, cosine is, well, let's write SOHCAHTOA again. SOHCAHTOA. And if I'm going to be using cosine here, I'm going to say adjacent over hypotenuse. So angle A, adjacent is 48, which is right next to it. A 48 is 48 over H, which is 52. Let's do cosine of B. Again, we're using cos, adjacent over hypotenuse. If we're using B, then I use adjacent, which is 20 over 52, which is the hypotenuse. All right, then we're going to solve for some variables here. When we solve for some variables, we can use cosine or sine. Let's write the so ka toa. All right. Now, if we want to find out B and A, let's find A first. Or let's find B first, actually. And let's use sine. Let's use sine of 57. So if we're using sine, then I have to use O and H. So I'm going to use 14 over B. Then I say B equals 14 divided by sine of 57. And let's bust out our calculator and say that 14 divided by 14 divided by sine of 57 equals 16.6. And we get B equals 16.6. We can use the Pythagorean theorem to find A, or we can use like tangent. Let's use the tangent. Let's say we have tangent of 57 should equal 14 over A. And we say A equals 14 divided by tangent of 57. Let's bust out our calculator and let's find out 14 divided by tangent of 57. Excellent. 9.09. And A equals 9.09. There you go. If we look at some other problems, we can find the unknown length, and then we can find sine of A and cosine of A. So you're going to use the Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared, and then you can find sine of A, which is going to equal, or cosine of A, which is going to equal something over the H. And we don't know what the H is until we use the Pythagorean theorem. We're going to use sine, which is, if we're talking about this angle A, sine is opposite 33 over H, and cosine is 56 over H because it's adjacent. Okay? And that's it for the Pythagorean theorem and trigonometry. Just don't forget SOHCAHTOA.